Hi everyone, I am back today with another scrapbook layout process. This is actually, I believe, my first time doing a Christmas one. I think in the past I've just been so focused with December Daily that I don't ever get a chance to do Christmas layouts in the month of December, but I needed a break, so I did a handful of layouts, this being one of them. I am using a layout by Stephanie Bucci. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but it was for the Doodlebug design team, and it is super old, just like this pattern paper collection by Pebbles. It's called Home for Christmas. I use the collection a lot for my 2014 December daily album, and I loved it. And like the pops of blue and the black uh, scattered throughout the pages. So I am trying to pick out a handful of papers, I believe 5 pattern papers to cut out some triangles. I started off by cutting each of the pattern papers in a 4x4 and then cutting down the triangles from there by uh, finding the center of the square and then kind of cutting into the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of the pages here. Of course, I can't ever make up my mind. I have a whole bunch of little scraps, like I said, from doing the December Daily album a few years ago. So I haven't started this year's December Daily album yet. I like to wait until the end of the month and kind of do a mass type of journaling throughout the month of January for particular days. And then I go through and kind of set it up, and it's so time consuming. I can't do it as a day-to-day basis like a lot of people can. I don't have it in me. I think I stress about it too much, especially because I don't get to the store to get my pictures printed every day, and I think that really keeps me from getting getting anything done on time. So I'm gonna wait until January to finish up the album and go from there. And like I said, I like to use a lot of the journaling as a jumping off point. So I am arranging the pattern paper here at the very bottom. There was a whole bunch of triangles uh, on the bottom here, and you can see I'm not good at geometry. I had a difficult time fitting the triangle on the bottom right corner. I didn't understand why it wasn't working, and it's just me. So I went ahead and arranged that, and then I'm going to mat my photo on a white piece of cardstock there, just an eighth of an inch larger than the 4x6 photo. And then I am going to use my T-square ruler to help me straighten out the triangles and see if I can't um, get it to line up. I wasn't looking for exact measurements, but I definitely didn't want it to look super crooked. I know if I got one triangle wrong, I knew it was just going to be all bad. So I'm going to use uh, my ATG gun to adhere the rest of all these triangles, and at the very top I'm going to line the page with just a red pattern paper. I really would have liked to have used a 6x6 pad for this. However, um, all of my Christmas like papers and holiday stuff is packed away in a box in the closet, and I've again been too lazy to pull it out. So whatever I use during Christmas right now is pretty much stuff that I have had out um, all year round. So um, stuff left over from my December daily from last year, and then a few odds and ends that I've picked up over the last year of buying it Tuesday morning. So, okay, so now that I have all of my pattern papers glued down, I am going to stitch around the edges in a zigzag pattern and then tape down the ends on the back there. I love the way that the stitching adds just a little bit more detail, even though it's it's not really all that noticeable unless you're actually looking at it straight on. So, and then now, what am I doing? Oh, I was grabbing some more foam because I didn't have any more on my desk. And I'm going to add a doily to the left-hand corner. This is a chipboard set by Echo Park. I've obviously used a lot of it, and I just have bigger pieces left over. And I had grabbed a couple of different embellishments before starting the page. As you can see, I wanted to add a bow, but I wasn't quite sure of what color I could go with um, or what size bow, and I actually don't even end up using them. I even pulled out those wood veneer borders I didn't end up using. I'm going to end up with a cluster of epoxy Christmas trees, two of them plus I believe a wood veneer uh, tree as well. So a cluster of 3 in the corner, the bottom left corner of the photo. I also grabbed a bunch of these gold epoxy musical notes from a Fancy Pants set, which is also old, and these thinner wood veneer embellishments by Ellie's Studio. I'm also going to use this flare button by Echo Park from that same line as the chipboard. It is also very old. I don't even know what the collection is called. But it's in black, and I wanted another pop of black on the page other than just the pattern paper there. I really wanted to put a craft color on the page as well. I'm sure you guys saw that I tried a gold and white bag behind the photo and it just didn't work out. And then I was really, really trying not to cut down just a bigger piece of the craft color envelope just because I didn't think I needed it. And I still really like the look of it. I don't end up with anything behind the photo other than the doily. Um, I was really just trying to go for simple, easy, quick, and if it wasn't within arm's reach, then it wasn't going on the page, which is why the page itself is pretty simple other than what I've already got going on. I'm going to put a striped gold washi tape behind this wood veneer. I believe it says Christmas cheer or Christmas all the time, something in that nature. And then I'm going to start gluing things down. Those epoxy stickers are pretty old, so I'm probably going to fade out and adhere them with some glue dots. So I cut up the tag there by, I think it's also Ellie Studio, and it's just quick journaling, nothing too fancy, nothing too big. It's just my children on Christmas Eve in front of our tree a few years ago when they looked like babies, and they don't look like babies anymore. They look like such big kids. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down on the bottom there. That bluish embellishment tag thing is by October Afternoon, and it says love. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the date above the tag there, or the little label sticker. And then I'm going to use these matte gold alpha stickers by, I think, Glitz Design for my kids' age and initials right there on the bottom right corner of the page, or page of the picture. And I'm going to call it done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!